So, okay, I'm gonna record this while I'm making my bed. Hopefully you can hear me. So, you remember earlier when I was talking about trauma coming up? If you watched that video, you'll know what I'm talking about my trauma coming up. My, CSA trauma and also SA. Well, you know, a good way to transmute that and like help heal that is by self-love. I'm not just saying loving yourself. You know, it goes deeper than that. I'm saying by giving yourself. Okay, let's see. By what's a way to say this without? Okay. Let me think. By self-pleasure, let's just say that, okay? So, that's a good way to do it. And if you're used to your body not being listened to, there's nobody listened to it, so like, you're used to that, boundaries being crossed and everything, then you're gonna kind of treat yourself the same way until you work with yourself on not doing that by like being like it's okay if it takes a while to get to the big O, you know, like, because it can, and that's okay. But if you're used to selfish people, and if you have that type of abuse, then yeah, you're used to selfish people. So I'm still working on the part of allowing my body to take as much time as it needs and not rushing through it. Because also, you just want to get it over with a lot of times with that type of abuse. And being intimate with somebody that you love. It can be like that. You're like, okay, can I just get it over with? And so, yeah, so today I made sure to work with myself and allowing myself to take as much time as I needed. And I used it to, because I'm also ovulating, so of course, you know, as a person who ovulates, you would know what I'm getting at, like that your drive could be higher, your libido can be higher during that time. So, anyways, I used that as an opportunity to help bring in some healing. So, I allowed myself the space to take as long as I needed and not rush it. I gave my in doing that, it helps your body feel safe with you. Like, you have to work with that too. You know, you have to make sure your body feels safe with you. And that's not always easy because, like, you don't realize, oh, my body's not reacting in a bad, negative, it's not overreacting, because your body's reacting the way it makes that it's valid. If it's been abused, it's going to react in a way, like, especially if you didn't know any better and you did what you could to survive, you still have to, like, build up the trust with your body and showing it that you are a safe person. And I've learned this from the main person I learned about this type of healing was from Alex March? I got her name wrong a little bit. Alex March. She's amazing. I'll tag her. I will remember this time, I swear. Because I've said that and I forget to tag them, and then I tag them in the comments sometimes. But yeah, anyways, so also, like, when you're reaching the big O, instead of holding your breath, because a lot of us subconsciously hold our breath, you just use it as like you do breath work during it. So then like you also envision it moving up, the energy moving up instead of going out your body, because you're bringing the energy back up. And I was doing that too. I learned that when I was with my best friend when we were together. It's like I think my higher self / my twin was like guiding me with that, and that was happening again today. And so it sucks sometimes that healing is like the very thing, like doing the thing that's the most healing can be the thing that you don't want to do the most, because it feels like it's going to bring up pain, because it can bring up, you could cry after this. I mean, it just depends on where you're at in your healing and all that stuff, I guess. I don't know, like it just depends on you, depends on the person. Also, what happened is I was like being told like, yeah, like I was like hearing we're transmuting the pain, we're transmuting it. And like just like I kept having to be like remind myself, or take as long as needed, because your body needs to feel safe, and make sure your body's feeling safe. And then something that I don't think ever happened before was like my hands heated up, like the energy, I was transmuting, and so because like my hands started heating up with the energy. And then I think I was heating up on the lower part of my body and like my thigh and stuff area. But then like now I kind of have a headache, because that can happen too, like when you are bringing your life force energy up instead of letting it release out of your body. It could go all the way up to your crown, and like and that's how you know too. That's how you can know. Like you'll get a little bit of a headache from it. Like, oh, okay. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to say that's very, like, it's very effective doing that. And if you're not ready to do that, that's fine. Like, do what works for you. Like, whatever works for you. I'm just talking from my experience and what works for me. Because, like, I was struggling. Like, I was, like, dealing with shame and, like, like, I was being repulsed by it. Like, I was just like, no, like, no, like, all I could feel was the pain about all the abuse I've endured. So, I was like, I'll just do this because it helps me. It helped. So I feel a lot better for multiple reasons, honestly. But also, y'all know how I have this thing about my shadow. And I know it's like part of all the abuse and like all the hate and whatever that other people have put into me. I feel like that, like especially narcissistic abuse. So whenever I was drawing off and everything, like I was drawing off my adult toys. And I know some people might think I'm TMI on here. I don't. This is me. This is who I am. If you don't like it, I don't know to tell you. But like, anyways, like when I was drawing them off, I saw my shadow and I actually felt love for it, or like acceptance. And I didn't hate it. And I was like, wow, I've come a long way. Like, I was like, wow, I really did transmute a lot. But yeah, I didn't mean to make this so long, but who am I kidding? This is me, and this is what I do. So I hope this helps somebody, and I hope everybody has a good rest of the weekend. I love you guys. Take care.